Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Julian Galvis. If we have not met, I'm going to give you a virtual handshake or fist bump. And if we have met, you know what time it is? It is the Saturday Coffee Break, episode 16 of the Saturday Coffee Break. So we got the standard coffee today, the donut shop, and we got the mug that my sister got for me from England. Excuse me. All right. So what are we going to talk about today? Well, to get right to it, you guys, I want you guys to think about this. What are the things that you can control? And what are the things that you cannot? So further, what I want you guys to do is create a list, okay? Side A being what I can control, and side B being what I cannot control, okay? And this is definitely an exercise that I want to do, especially now, okay? Especially now. Now, after completing this exercise, you will find, or what you should find, is that side A contains very little, okay, things that you actually can control. And side B, there's a whole list of things that you will not be able to control, okay? So for me, one of the things that I've been taught by my father, especially, about one of the most important things that you can control, or that we collectively as human beings can control, is our reaction to certain situations, okay? I'll give you an example, all right? So yesterday, I was driving down the highway with my girlfriend, and this woman almost hit my car. Now, I did not have a very good reaction to that, okay? I started getting all angry, wound up and everything, drove past her, and actually I flipped her off, you know? But as soon as I did that, I looked over to my girlfriend and I said, "Hey, I'm sorry." I said, "I'm sorry you had to see that. I should have reacted better. I shouldn't have had that intense of a reaction." Okay? So that's one thing that we can control. The most important thing that we can control is our reaction to certain situations. Okay? And in that instance, I let my emotions control me instead of me, my center. Okay? And the thing is too, when we're driving, we're out in the freeway, we can't control what other people do because they're in the driver's seat and we're not. So that woman could have hit me, right? The woman very well could have hit me. You know, thankfully she didn't, but I can't control that. I can only control my reaction to what happened, to the event that transpired, the events that transpired. Now, I'm going to be a little transparent, a little bit honest with you guys. The past few days have been a little rough for me. Nothing really bad has happened, and like I'm not hurt. No one is hurt. You know, I've been staying disciplined, been doing all my workouts, been going to work. You know, been eating all my meals, drinking my water. You know, spending time with those that I love. You know, and not really burdening them with those problems. But it's been mainly mentally up here. It's been up here mainly instead of physically. And I just had a talk with my dad about it. Right? Me and my dad are very close. I just had a talk with my dad about it. And that is pretty much what has been plaguing me for the past few days. Okay? Just thinking about things that I personally cannot control. I won't say exactly what they are. You know, there's some things I want to keep private on this channel. I don't feel the need to be 100% transparent to you guys, but you know, a little bit here and there, you know, is okay because it shows that I'm a human. So yeah, like I was saying, I'm not going to tell exactly what they are, but it's just these thinking of scenarios or that may or may not happen, or just thinking about things that I cannot control. Okay, things that I really have no control over. And I just think to myself, why should I waste my time? Why should we waste our time thinking about that? Letting that which we cannot control us. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this in previous videos, and if you follow my Instagram, like right when quarantine was started, I made a little short Instagram video about this, but it was a quote from Epictetus, and it's paraphrased like this: the more we focus on that which we cannot control, the less control we truly have. I'll let that sink in real quick. Let me just drink my coffee real quick. So let's say that again. The more we focus on that which we cannot control, the less control we truly have. And that, to me, speaks volumes. Okay? Especially if, like I was saying, you create that list, right? Side A, side B. What can I control? What can I not control? So you'll find that you cannot control most things. Okay? You can't control if a loved one will pass away, or your significant other might leave you, or you might lose your job, or there might be a fire which might destroy your house. Someone steals your money through the internet, identity theft. You can't control those things, right? You can take steps to prevent them, of course. And I'm not saying that you should just completely throw your hands up and just be unguarded. It's like, no, like if you have the opportunity and the chance to defend yourself or prevent certain things from happening, by all means. That's part of the reason why I work out and I do martial arts, because I don't want to look weak. I don't want to be weak. I want to be I want to be the kind of guy that people look to and say, hey, he can protect me. Or with my girlfriend, I want her to look at me and say, hey, he can protect me. Not just look, but through my actions and blah blah blah. So the thing I'm trying to say is we truly don't have that much control over a lot of things in our life. But what we really do have control over is the way we handle certain situations, how we react to certain situations, our response to certain situations, or we have control over our own minds. Like me, for instance, if I keep letting these unhealthy, negative, toxic thoughts, run in my head for like over and over, like it has been for the past week, I have control over this, but yet I choose to let the negativity take control of me. So that's something that I have control over. That's something that I can take care of. Or fitness too. I have control over that. I am responsible for my own body. I'm responsible as well for like the way I spend my money, for saving, for doing whatever, going to school, applying for the teaching jobs. I have control over that. Those are things that I have control over. I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. This is my 6th cup today, and in previous videos I've said that my max is 3, but today I just kind of wanted to have some more caffeine, some more coffee. No real rhyme or reason, but sometimes you splurge a little bit. But I'd much rather be, hey, I have 6 cups of coffee, when I usually have 3, instead of, oh, I had 6 cups of beers, or I had 6 joints or cigarettes, or like whatever else. But yeah, you guys, so just focus on the things that you can control. And ask yourself, what are things that you, right? I is in the sense of you. What are the things that I can control in my life? Write that list out. Side A, what I can control. Side B, what I can't control. And if you're doing the exercise properly, if you're thinking about it the way you should, then there are less things that you have control over, or there are more things that you don't have control over, and there are less things that you have control of. But that's okay though. But the things that you do have control of, that will truly make you feel like you have complete control in your life. in your personal life, professional life, because what you truly have control over is you. And you should be responsible for you, not anyone else. You should never let someone, have complete control over you. You need to be the one who steers the wheel. You need to be the one in the driver's seat. You need to be the one who is taking charge of your own life. Having self-respect, making people respect you. Okay? Just one second. Yeah, so that list is something that I am definitely going to make. Definitely going to make that list. Definitely going to write that out myself, especially now because, I need to take my own advice, or the advice I'm giving to you. I especially need to take it right now. And that's kind of the point of these videos, you guys, or like the Saturday coffee break videos, is that I am doing my absolute best to do all the things that I tell you. Okay, I'm not just up here talking about, oh, you should do this, but then I don't do this myself. I mean, I'd be hypocritical if I were doing that message, or if that was what I was about. I am actually doing everything in my effort to do what it is, to do everything it is that I tell you. Okay, the advice that I give you, the knowledge that I spread to you is what I'm trying to do as well. I'm trying to take my own advice as well. So with that, you guys, I will see you next week for episode 17. I hope you all have a very wonderful Saturday morning, night, evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are in the world. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. See you next week. Julian out.